Remember the brick lady? Well, she's been charged with felony theft and she might go to the penitentiary, big rocks, little rocks. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Rhoda Osman, a 33-year-old woman who has been dubbed as the brick lady. She has been charged with felony theft by deception over a GoFundMe scam. Now, let's back up a little bit. A few months ago, I covered this story in depth. This woman said that she had been hit in the face with a brick. Now, from the picture I showed you at the beginning of the video and from the thumbnail, do you think that she had been hit with a brick? Do you think her injuries are consistent with this big, heavy, sharp object being flung at your face and connecting? Now, you know, like I know, if you get hit in the head with a brick, it's going to cause a lot of bleeding, a lot of skin tearing. It's going to be a whole big crazy mess, like she got shot right in the dome piece, right? That's not what happened. Her face appeared to be swollen up like an allergic reaction or a saline shot or something like that. And by the way, she said that she was hitting the brick because she approached a black man and she rejected him, therefore he retaliated. Now, that kind of thing does happen. It doesn't matter, black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe, it does happen. But in this case, it was obviously fake and it was all a ruse to be able to generate revenue. And she has done a similar thing in the past, according to the prosecutor. Now, before I go any further, let's get into the news clip. Oh yeah, it's on the news out there in Texas. And I will link to the article and the video in the box. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
The woman at the center of a viral video who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe.
Let's pause right there. Now, if you really got hit in the head with a brick, I don't think your first reaction is, hey, let me get my phone and record myself on the Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I don't think that's your first reaction. The first reaction should be, hey, let me not die out here on the street. Let me not bleed out. Let me try to regain consciousness and get myself some medical attention. Not let me go live and go on a rant, because that's not what happens to you after you get hit in the head with a brick. Like I said, it's like getting shot in your head. So I don't think at that moment you're thinking about, let me go live, let me go viral, let me do it for the gram. I don't think so, but let's continue.
Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
I think what I uncovered in previous months is that they reviewed the surveillance footage and there was no attack at all. And her face, the way it was swollen up like that, was probably like that before she even came to this particular area. Because on the night of the incident, she was wearing a balaclava, or what the cool kids call a poo shiesty, in the club. So why are you wearing that inside of a club, dancing, a club, bar, restaurant, whatever? Why are you wearing that inside of there? Maybe it's because your face was already like that and you were trying to conceal it until you got outside, in which you create this whole big elaborate story about getting hit in the head with a brick, which nobody's going to believe. Well, some people believed it, which is why she raised $42,000 on GoFundMe.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
This video with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page captured the moments after what appeared to be a brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Rhoda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Man, look at this, man. Like, okay, just think for a moment. It looks crazy and she's in a hospital, but this is not a brick attack. It's so smooth. There's no cuts or abrasions at all. Like I said, A brick, you know how heavy that is? You're going to be bleeding like a stuck pig. It's going to be a mess.
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osmond hitting a man first.
So she's the one she was the aggressor?
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
It was another video that kind of went a little bit viral. Not really. It didn't go as big as the one with the whole quote unquote brick incident, but there was another video and she was saying the same thing, talking about, oh, why me? Why do they want to keep fighting me? All this, that, and the third. Now, how are you always getting into fights everywhere you go? There's a lot of videos of her on the internet. This one right here from her previous GoFundMe. Another one where she slapped some random white guy in the middle of the street and then started twerking. Then the video of her allegedly getting hit in the head with a brick. How do you get into fights every 6 months? Like, at a certain point, that's just you acting the fool. That's not people just wanting to pick on poor old Rhoda Osman. But I digress.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 3rd is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here. They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osmond addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
She's a nut, a complete nutcase. Lock her up. Like I said, big rocks, little rocks, man. She's got to go, because the thing is, when people do things like this, other actual victims of crime are often not believed. Oh, that's probably something fake. You're probably just trying to get money, all this, that, and the third. So, nah, anybody who commits a hoax like this needs to get locked up, point blank, because when they don't get locked up, when there's no punishment, there's copycats, because they think they can do it better. And if they don't do it better, then there's no punishment.
And tonight, a spokesperson for GoFundMe telling KPRC2 GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Rhoda Osmond has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osmond did not respond when I reached out to her on Instagram this evening. Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston Police.
Not being on the run, that's crazy. Want it, dead or alive. You're done. You're finished. You're toast. I'm not quite sure if she lives in Houston. You heard at the beginning talking about, well, there was an incident in Minneapolis, and I think she's Somali. So she might be up there with Ilhan Omar and them, hanging out, hiding out, not going back to Houston. She could have been there for just visiting, vacation, or whatever. But if she goes back to that particular part of the country as I close, then I think she would get locked up. I'm not quite sure if they're going to extradite over something like this, or if they even have that kind of agreement between Texas and Minnesota. But I hope something happens, because this is crazy. Like I said, when there's hate hoaxes that go on, people tend to just dismiss other real victims because you put them all in the same category. Okay, you got hit in the head with a what? You got this what? Okay, well, I don't know if I believe that, because this person over here did the same thing and was trying to raise money and did it before. It was a cycle. And as I close, I want to say one more thing. I don't think the water bottle hit her in the face and made that crazy big lump looking like Hassan Rahman when he was in the fight with Lennox Lewis or whoever that was. I don't think it's quite that. I think what happened was she probably put something in her face to make it swell up like that, because the same thing what's happening in the previous GoFundMe. It was the same MO, the same marker on her face. That was the same thing that was going on, which is why she was wearing the Pooh Shiesty balaclava ski mask in the club, because she was trying to hide that thing that was already done to her face. Okay, she goes out there, starts some kind of beef, some kind of controversy, slaps some guy in the face, which she's done before on video, and then there's a little scuffle, and she says, oh, I got hit in the head with a brick. Totally, completely bogus, a lie. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on what happened here with Rhoda Osman? Do you think she should go to the penitentiary, bit rocks, little rocks over this situation? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. She most certainly should get locked up, because this is a serious thing. When you are defrauding people, trying to raise money illegitimately, when you are accusing people of doing things they didn't do, when you get the police involved, it's much deeper than just saying something on social media. It's much deeper than that. You got all kind of other third parties involved with the situation, and you have a pattern of doing this kind of behavior. So yeah, this is a dangerous thing to do. It's unethical, it's illegal, and she should be punished accordingly. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.